Libra, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be an Astroflower reading from the 5th of September going through to the 11th of September. We're creeping ever closer to your birthday season. You probably are feeling it at the moment. What with the monthly readings that I did for the collective and your individual monthly readings, there's going to be a lot of changes going on in the world around us. And you're well positioned to actually take advantage to all of these changes, because these changes are going to be happening mainly during your season. So it could be a case of I think there's going to be serious aha moments, oh my God moments. And from that comes a judgment of how we go forward. And you're going to be those ones that are going to have that clarity of thought or clarity of vision to see it, I think. Let's just see what's going on in your readings. You may feel a little bit pulled from pillar to post. There's not a lot of energy in your everyday life at the moment, so there may lack a bit of sort of buzz, a little thing, which is normal. So don't worry about it. It is normal, because at this moment now, you should be actually sitting there sort of saying, what experiences do I want to do next year? What sort of emotions do I want to explore? What sort of physical things do I want to do next year? How do I want my job to be? Everything like that. And putting it all into place, so then after your birthday you'll get the energy coming back into you and you can just go ahead and do it. So basically your guides are very calm at the moment in your everyday life. If you're trying to push things, you're going to find yourself a bit frustrated. I think I would just allow things to happen, not worry too much, just go with the flow. And then you've got this massive wall behind you. You may not see it coming as quickly as other signs. It doesn't appear to be that way. So you may not see the changes that are happening or feel it actually happening within the society around us until it actually happens. But once it happens, that's when you're going to come into your own. That clear, logical thinkings of how we go forward. Let's just see what your overall energy is running through you at the moment. Don't rock the boat. Watch out for extremes. Wish, yeah. When you're wishing, you're in a place where you kind of go, oh, I wish that could happen. I'd love to do that. I wish to do that. Yeah. But when you're in life, all of a sudden, the reality may sometimes be out of kilter to what your dreams are. So I wouldn't try and put it into reality at the moment. I would just stay within your world. Dream big. Because those dreams you're going to be able to put into place over the next sort of like 4 to 6 weeks. Pretty much. Roughly around within your birthday season. So when your birthday kicks in, then you can start applying it and then you can go and get those dreams. Following that evident pathway, she's only got one chord going up to her dreams. There's only one path to take. And just realizing and recognizing that evident path within you, I think is really important. And you should be doing that at the moment. Let's see what's going on the relationship side. Now, this could be your couple, but it also could be your family, your friends, and your community. Let's just see what really comes out of this. It's a dual-sided thing. So your couple thing seems to be a lot more important than your family, your friends, and your community. Not that they're not important. It's not what I mean. All I'm saying is that you may have a bit more. You might be a little bit more connected to your partner, or you realizing the stress with your partner a bit more, or working on your partner side of things a lot better. And it's more sort of working on you, really, of how you fit with your partners around you. Oh, there you go. 3 of Pentacles. How you fit with the people around you. I'll just get back to that, because that's what it's all about. As some lovely tarot reader once said, teamwork makes dream work. I can't even say it properly. Minnow, you'd probably have my guts for garters. But anyway, I think this is it. It's just being happier being part of the team, rather than putting stress and strains on one particular thing or the other. Or it could be bringing together your couple in a very constructive and concise way that's not unobtainable. Let's just see how the universe is trying to guide that or influence that karmic message. Together we stand, divided we fall. It's almost as if like together we're a lot stronger. It's recognizing the complicity of your relationships around you, recognizing how your partner strengthens your weaknesses and how you strengthen theirs. So it becomes complicit between you. And this could also be for your family, your friends, your community, but it's recognizing how you put it all together. Manifestation. It's within that understanding of how things get together, you could really start talking about manifesting your dreams. And this is what the universe is trying to encourage you to do. It's trying to get you to recognize your amazing skill at manifestations, but how you place that within the world around you and how you connect within the people around you will determine what you end up manifesting. Okay, let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. They're sitting down having a cup of tea, so it's gentle socializing. It's just making sure everyone's fine. It's really gentle, be gentle with yourself, I think, this week, and gentle with the people around you. Having cups of tea with people, having messages, talking to people, which you often like doing, Libra. I've got two of them, I'll put it this way. I've got two of them as kids, right? And it's a lot more obvious in kids than it is within the adults. But you're a master of words, Libra, and conversation is really important for you. And I think here your guides are trying to create situations where you can have conversations. Just realize that, the complicity. I think this is really important in order to understand the message from your guides, from the coincidences that are around you. You'll be able to feel it in your energies, how you apply your energy with the people that are around you. So not only you get the best, but everybody else gets the best as well. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this sort of conversation that's within you. You could really enjoy the sunset. Or you could turn around and sort of say, oh no, it's the end of the day. The day's gone, it's finished. Yeah, but don't worry, another day will be there. But why don't you just enjoy the moment of the ending of the day? It's basically sort of saying, is my cup half full or half empty? Or are you saying, is it half empty and half full? It's how you orientate your enthusiasm, your positivity within a situation, because every moment could be really enjoyable, and it's recognizing the transition from one stage to another. And it's like it's coming to the end of your year, and you should really be looking forward to that night, which we're going through at the moment. It's like a nighttime, and when we talk about nighttime, it's sleep brings you counsel, expertise. In that sun setting, you're going to realize, how excellent your relations can be if you apply yourself to the moment, to the here and now. Having sort of, in order for you to be an expert, other people have to be experts in other fields. It's just the way it goes. If I wanted to be an astrophysician, Einstein has to be an expert in his field in order so I can take his knowledge and then be an expert in my field in solar dynamics and prana or vibration energies. And once you realize that, you can really, it's encouraging you to be the expert within your relationships. So being the perfect combination with the people that are around you. Don't force yourself either. It's a two-way street. It doesn't. If Einstein didn't do the work, I couldn't do the work. Do you know what I mean? It's got to go both ways. And just you got to concentrate on your side, I think. And you're going to get messages coming through, maybe. So for this could be for some of the relationships, messages coming through. So understandings coming through, which will then turn you into an expert. and all of a sudden your dreams will be, on your relationship side, will be realizable. You could, they could be possible. Okay? And we only work with possibles here at the Astroflower. We don't work with impossibles. I'm not going to go into unicorns and rainbows and all of that malarkey. Let's get a bit, I'm a little bit concrete in that sort of respect. Okay? Let's just get into the karmic message on your money, your jobs, and your business side of life. Observation is a really critical part of jobs, of career, of business. Observing how things work that you've put into action. And when you observe how things work, then you can see how you get, how to change things so you get even better out of it, or it can progresses you along your career path. But it is taking that moment of observing, falling in love with what you do. And that's observing. So basically, you've got to start observing the parts of your business or your jobs, observing the parts that make you go, yeah, I love that part. I love this bit of this first job. There is going to be parts you're going to kind of go, I don't like that as much. But it's recognizing the bits that you enjoy in your work. If you're not, it's almost telling you to seek it. Look for it. Okay? Look for what makes you tick. Let's see how the universe is trying to influence that karmic message. So you feel at one with yourself. Sorry, there was something that needed to be added there. I think here is allow your dreams to fly. They're showing me birds that are being released from a cage in a way. It's almost like releasing worries. They're sort of saying to you, do not worry about it. If it's, if you're not getting if you're running a business and the telephone's not ringing as much, don't worry, because now is the time to observe, to put in place, say, let's just say you're running, you're running you're a therapist or something like that. And you've got to put in place sort of like paperwork in order for you to do your job better. But as you're doing paperwork, diagrams and that sort of things, as you're doing those sort of diagrams on the computer, you can't be talking to the client at the same time. So there is a case of kind of going, it's better that the phone doesn't ring for you. So it's releasing you from worries, I think, of the unseen. It's not knowing if, and that's not nice for you, Libra. You don't like that. You like to know where you're going. And the universe is sort of saying, if you want to fall in love with what you do, you've got to be prepared to do things and trust the universe to look after you on the other side of things in the way it happens underneath without you knowing or controlling everything that's going on. Trust in the universe. Let the unforeseen energies work to your favor. And that love aspect of your business or your job or your project is going to bring in that, really galvanize that sort of thing. I didn't take the reading from that, did I? Oh, look, I do apologize about that, Libra. It's going to free you up by the looks of it. Okay, no, it's not. Not that it's going to stick you down. But what it's saying here is this is what I'm talking about, observation. It's almost forcing you to sort of like take time out, stop and observe things. So it's almost getting yourself stuck on purpose. But when you get yourself stuck on purpose, you know how to then go on. You know how to get yourself freed because it's you who've stuck yourself up. So I think this is where your guides are just trying to stop you and sort of say, slow down, recognize the things that you like, recognize the enjoyment that you have, okay? And I think this is how your guides are trying to help you there on that sort of front. Let's just see how the guides are confronting the conversation that is within you. This is the realization, I think, and I think it's also to do with September and that oh my giddy up moment, which is in the collective readings. It is. Go and have a look at it. And I think your guides here is just kind of like sort of saying, and this is what you're realizing what is possible, and it looks good. If you take your emotions out of it. If you try and connect to all of this emotionally, okay, so yeah, loving what you do is an emotion, yeah, but it's also within the business world, it's very mechanical. So if I do this job well, I'm going to get that satisfaction at the end of the month that I've got X amount of sales and I'm doing well and I'm progressing in my career path. Or if I set my business up in a certain way, it's working a lot better for me, therefore it frees me up and stuff like that. But to do it, I've got to be regimental. I've got to kind of open at 8 in the morning and close at 6 in the afternoon. And I've got to, stick to the guns. And in order to do that, you need to take your emotions out of the situation. If it was on this side, it'd be a completely different kettle of fish. But it's not, it's on this side. And I think on this side at the moment, I wouldn't push forward on your career path at the moment. I really wouldn't push things in your business. It is a moment of observation. And the observation is recognizing what parts of your money or your business or your job or your projects or which are making you feel kind of like, yes, I love what I do, So, and that's just taking the emotions out of the everyday life so you don't get triggered and distracted from seeking that within you. Okay, let's just see how the overall outcome is here. This is where you're starting to come up. This is where you can, it's almost as if like the wave has crashed onto you. Well, not onto you. You've caught a wave and the wave is crashed and you can't really see you because the wave is breaking, as it were. And then all of a sudden the wave, plateaus out and all of a sudden we can see that you're there on the board. And it's like the lady of the lake in a way, that comes forward with that sword and sort of says, this is, and almost like the crowd kind of going, yeah, look at that. We all thought they'd lost, but they're not. They're actually spot on. And it's an amazing, after feel like, it's like winning the war after losing every battle. That's what you may feel like within your physical world at the moment. And it is that winning of the battle. And it is, there you go, look, that sword, that lady of the lamp. It's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. And it's being that childlike sort of thing. It's starting on that new journey with a lot more sort of passion. You can see it now. And working with other people, look at that, how it sort of dovetails into there really nicely. So in the week coming after that, because it's in the last week of, pretty much in the last week of Virgo, we're really coming up to your birthday and you may feel like the motor's started and you're ready to do the race, as it were, but you haven't gone yet, but you're in the car, the adrenaline started pumping, and that's what it's going to feel like at the end of the week. That pause, I think, is really important on that sort of side. Okay, on your business sort of side, just realize that things are going to be a bit calm and do not worry about it. I'd go along with the universe there and just recognize the things that you actually love. There you go, Libra. There's plenty of links in the description below. There will be links to those September readings floating around my head on one side of me. And yeah, there's links to our Instagram page and also our sister channel called Cymatic TV, where we go into everything energy. And that's really going to be kicking off over this next week because the studio is pretty much there. So yeah, and a trying week for you. Let's be honest, trying week for you, but it opens up on a beautiful week for the following week. In the meantime, Libra, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.